My place of work might be haunted. Disclosures. I'm going to try and be as detailed as I can without giving any exact places or names. I'm not a believer, but I also do not deny the existence of the paranormal. I work in a fast food restaurant. I've been here for almost 4 years now. The store is located in a small town in the Midwest. The town is on the wealthier side, not a lot of violence or crimes, and very religious. The store itself is nothing special. The lobby area for guests to sit and eat, stock room, kitchen, and the coolers. I work the night shift and I never feel creeped out, watched, or intimidated. The store actually gives off joyous vibes, almost warm and inviting. When I started here 4 years ago, a lot of the people I worked with always said that we had a ghost. They call the ghost Carl, as in Carl's Jr., but my store name is not Carl's Jr. I always assumed they were joking. Then I met a different manager. I asked her why everyone jokes about having a ghost, and she got really serious. Before I started here, there was a boy who worked here that was about my age, who took his own life while at home. The manager explained that she missed this boy so much, and his spirit might still come into work. The general manager, or GM, hung his football number up in the front of the store too. I knew about what happened to this person, and I knew he worked at this location, but out of respect, I never asked anyone if that was who they thought the spirit was. Like I said, I was always used to either being in the store alone or with at least one other person as I worked the night shift. One night, I was here alone. I didn't have much left to do before I could leave, just dishes and a bit of paperwork. While standing over the sink, I saw a black, human-like figure run past me to my right and dash into a different room. The person I was working with that night had just left, so I assumed it was them going back in because they forgot something. I called out, "What did you forget?" and got no answer. I put the dishes down and looked into the room I saw the figure run into. Nothing. I looked outside and my car was the only one parked at the store. The coworker was already long gone. I decided that it might have been a reflection through a window and a car just drove past, but I know the figure that I saw was almost three-dimensional, like an actual human in the store with me, not just a shadow. I went back to doing my dishes, waiting to see if it would happen again so I can find an explanation. Nothing. After my dishes were finished, I got a very sudden and extreme sense of panic and fear, almost to the point where I sprinted outside and left my work unfinished. Instead, I walked into the office and started on the paperwork. I locked the door behind me and sat with the camera feed within seeing distance. The store was dark, so I couldn't see anything on the cameras, so I just finished my work and left. A little while had passed and it gave me time to process what had just happened. I brought up what I saw to the GM, and she said a lot of people here have had the same thing happen to them. It kind of creeped me out, but of course, I just assumed it was a weird trick of the light. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is because the GM I spoke to a while back when I talked about what I saw, she was here when I came in for my shift today. She explained to me that when she came into work today at 4 a.m., she was here alone, getting the store ready for opening. The doors were locked and she heard the boys' bathroom door slam shut. She got a little worried that maybe someone came through the lobby doors and that they weren't locked after all. So she gave the people in the bathroom about 10 minutes, then went to see what they were doing. She opened the door, and nobody was there. She checked the doors, and they were still locked. She was alone the entire time. Now, this GM and I are pretty chill. We joke and stuff. So, I asked her if it would be cool if I maybe brought in a spirit box or a Ouija board after close one night, and maybe I could see if there is a spirit here. She agreed, as long as I clocked out. So, I guess I'm going to be doing my own paranormal investigation at my own place of work. I'm kind of scared, but really motivated to see what is going on. Update. As I said, I work the night shift, and every Monday, the GM closes with me. I spoke with the GM again about all of this, and keep in mind, she doesn't fully believe in the supernatural. She started explaining to me that her house may also be haunted. She claims that the activity has been going on for years, and she has told me some stories about this too. She told me when she has her legs kicked up on her coffee table and she's watching TV, she'll feel an ice cold breeze move over her leg. She always said that it was just a weird draft. She also has a trash can with one of those lids that tilt back and forth. She claims that while she was watching TV, she would hear it violently open and swing back and forth. But when she got up to check it out, it was only tilting gently. She says she's sometimes scared to be home alone and terrified to be in her basement.